Hey, can I ask you a question? Have you ever felt like you're playing a never-ending game of whack-a-mole with your finances? You patch one leak and three more bills spring up? You're working harder, you're trying to be smart with your money, but somehow it just slips through your fingers. I mean, you're chasing money, but it's way faster than you. You know the feeling, don't you? So did my friend James. He was a hardworking guy, always trying to make ends meet. But every month it was the same story.
There's nothing new here.
He'd get paid, be excited to see his account full of life, and within days, depression set in. It felt like his money had vanished into thin air. He was tired of the constant struggle, the feeling of never having enough. James would stare at his bank statement in disbelief, wondering where it all went. He didn't live a lavish lifestyle, yet he was constantly running out of money before the end of the month. He knew he needed to do something, but he didn't know where to start. One evening, as he was reviewing his online banking, he noticed a pattern. Small, recurring charges were scattered throughout his transactions. A few dollars here for a music streaming service he rarely used, another few dollars there for a cloud storage plan he'd completely forgotten about. Then there was the monthly fee for that meditation app he downloaded during a particularly stressful week but hadn't opened in months. James started to feel a growing sense of frustration. These weren't big expenses, but they were definitely adding up. He realized that these seemingly insignificant charges were like tiny leaks in his financial ship, slowly but surely draining his resources. It was death by 1,000 cuts, financially speaking.
But it's a bad life and I regret much of what I've done.
He started to think about all the things he could do with that extra money. He could finally start saving for that down payment on a house, or maybe take that vacation he'd been dreaming of. He could even invest it and watch his money grow. The possibilities seemed endless, and the frustration grew with each realization. James knew he had to take action. He couldn't keep throwing his money away on things he wasn't even using. He decided to take a closer look at his spending habits and find a way to plug those financial leaks. He knew it wouldn't be easy, but he was determined to take control of his finances and build a better future for himself. And that's where his journey to financial freedom began. He discovered a simple yet powerful strategy called sub-saving. It wasn't about deprivation or extreme frugality. It was about being mindful, intentional, and strategic with his money. It was about taking back control and making his money work for him, instead of the other way around. And guess what? It worked. These days, James doesn't stress about money. He's finally able to save for his future, enjoy the occasional guilt-free splurge, and even treat himself to that vacation he always wanted. He's living proof that sub-saving isn't just about saving money, it's about gaining control, reducing stress, and experiencing a life of financial freedom. And the best part? Anyone can do it. Are you ready to say goodbye to financial anxiety and hello to financial peace? Because if you are, you're in the right place. We are going to walk through this together, step by step, and show you how to transform your financial life.
I think it's going to be very good.
But wait, before we dive deeper, I want to introduce you to something that will make your budgeting journey even easier. The YGI budgeting tool. Whether you are using the 60% solution or any other method, this tool is designed to support you every step of the way. It's fully automated, making calculations a breeze, and it even generates visual graph charts to track your progress. With this tool, you can easily monitor and control your finances, giving you a clear real-time view of where your money is going. It's simple, intuitive, and a game changer in managing your financial future. So go ahead and check it out. It's here to make your path to financial freedom smoother and more efficient. All right, let's dive into the heart of the matter, sub-saving accounts. Think of it as giving your savings goals their own cozy little homes within your overall financial picture. Instead of just having one big savings account where everything gets lumped together, you create separate accounts for each of your goals. It's not complex. You don't need a lot of money. Overall, it's simple. Here's how it works. Say you have 3 main savings goals. Emergency fund, that safety net you need for unexpected life events. Dream vacation, that trip to Bali you've been pinning on Pinterest for ages. New car, because your current ride is starting to sound like a robot with a bad cough. Instead of just throwing all your savings into one pot, you create 3 separate sub-saving accounts, one for each goal. Now, every time you get paid, you allocate a specific amount to each of these accounts. It could be a fixed amount, like $50 to each, or a percentage of your income, like 5% to your emergency fund, 3% to your vacation fund, and 2% to your new car fund. The beauty is, you get to decide. Now you might be thinking something along the lines of, but I can barely afford to put money into one savings account. How am I supposed to fund multiple, right? This is where sub-saving really comes into play.
That's interesting.
First, it gives you incredible clarity. By separating your savings, you can actually see your progress towards each goal. This makes it way more motivating than just watching a generic savings number grow. Second, it allows you to prioritize. Maybe that dream vacation is more important to you right now than the new car. With sub-saving, you can allocate more money to your travel fund and less to your car fund, guilt-free. It's all about aligning your saving strategy with your values and priorities. Third, it removes the temptation to dip into your savings for non-essential spending. When all your savings are lumped together, it's easy to justify taking a little bit out here and there. But when you have separate accounts with specific labels, you're less likely to raid your emergency fund for a new pair of shoes. And finally, sub-saving makes it easier to track your progress and stay motivated. You can literally see your dreams taking shape as those account balances grow.
I'm getting there fast.
It's like having a visual reminder of what you're working towards, which can be incredibly powerful when it comes to staying on track. Remember James? He was feeling lost and discouraged, just like many of you might be feeling right now. But when he implemented the sub-saving strategy, everything changed. He set up separate accounts for his goals, a down payment on a house, a much-needed vacation, and a fund for personal development courses he'd been wanting to take. By diligently allocating a portion of his income to each account, he started to see real progress. The stress he used to feel about money began to melt away, replaced by a sense of control and excitement. He was no longer just surviving, he was thriving. He was actively building the future he desired, one sub-saving account at a time. And that's the power of sub-saving. It's not just a budgeting technique, it's a mindset shift. It's about taking control of your finances, aligning your money with your values, and creating a life of abundance and purpose.
But I'm in control of the situations.
All right, let's get down to brass tacks. You've seen how sub-saving works, you've heard James's story. Now let's talk about how you can use this powerful strategy to transform your financial life. We're going to break it down step by step using a realistic demo income so you can see exactly how it works. Let's say your monthly take-home income is $4,200. Now, before we start allocating, it's crucial to identify your key financial goals. What are you working towards? Is it paying off debt, building an emergency fund, saving for a down payment, a dream vacation? Write them down. For our example, let's say our goals are building an emergency fund, paying off credit card debt, saving for a home down payment, planning a yearly vacation, personal development/education. Step 1, create your sub-saving accounts. Open separate savings accounts for each of your goals. Most banks allow you to create multiple savings accounts easily. Label them clearly: emergency fund, debt payoff, home fund, vacation fund, education fund. This visual separation is key. Step 2, allocate your income. Emergency fund, 10% equals $420 per month. A solid emergency fund is essential, but let's be real. It takes time to build. If you're starting from scratch, this amount can help you reach a 3 to 6 month cushion over time.
Safe and the questions have been answered.
If you already have savings, you might adjust this lower and redirect funds elsewhere. Debt payoff or saving for investing, 10% equals $420 per month. If you have high interest debt, like credit cards or personal loans, prioritize paying that down first. But if your debt is manageable, consider investing in stocks, real estate, or a retirement account to build long-term wealth. Housing, rent or mortgage plus utilities, 30% equals $1,260 per month. Let's be honest, housing is often the biggest expense. Whether it's rent, a mortgage, or saving for a down payment, this chunk needs to be realistic based on where you live. Living expenses, 25% equals $1,050 per month. This covers grocery, transportation, insurance, phone bills, and other essentials. If you're in a high-cost area, you might need to tweak this percentage. Vacation or fun fund, 5% equals $210 per month. A guilt-free way to enjoy life. Whether it's a weekend trip or a bigger vacation, setting aside money ensures you're not relying on credit cards when it's time to take a break. Education and personal growth, 5% equals $210 per month. Self-improvement matters. Courses, certifications, or even books. This is an investment in your future earning potential. Savings for large goals. 15% equals $630 per month. This could be for a home down payment, a new car, or a major life goal. Adjust based on what's most important to you. Step 3, automate your transfers. This is where the magic happens. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to each sub-saving account on payday. This takes the guesswork and willpower out of the equation, out of sight, out of mind, especially good for those that have trouble staying disciplined. Step 4, track your progress and adjust. Regularly review your progress. Celebrate your wins and adjust your allocations as needed. If you pay off your credit card debt, reallocate those funds to another goal. Life changes, and so should your budget. The outcome, a life transformed. Now, imagine this. You wake up knowing you have a solid emergency fund, ready for any unexpected event. No more sleepless nights worrying about what ifs. Your credit card debt is shrinking rapidly, and you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Your home down payment fund is growing steadily, bringing you closer to your dream home. You're planning your dream vacation, knowing you've saved for it responsibly. You're investing in your personal growth, expanding your skills and opportunities. You're no longer living paycheck to paycheck. You're living intentionally, with purpose and clarity. You're in control of your finances, and you're building the life you desire. Sub-saving isn't just about saving money. It's about building a foundation for a life of financial freedom and peace of mind. It's about empowering yourself to create the future you deserve. So, are you ready to take control of your finances and start sub-saving your way to a brighter future? If you found this video valuable, hit that like button, subscribe for more empowering content, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. And don't forget to visit our website, yourgreatestinvestment.com, to book a free consultation and learn how we can help you achieve your financial goals. Remember, your greatest investment is you. See you next time.